well, best of luck trying to handle the pressure wrestling game of this individual who has really taken the division by storm. And as was the case for you oftentimes in your career, even when the opposition knows what's coming, you can't stop it.
Yeah, because this kid has so many different ways to attack you in the wrestling realm. Unfortunately, John, he has not developed the striking to that level. So if you can keep him up right now, we've seen everybody deal with it. When you can't get that takedown, what's left for this guy?
Yeah.
Does this guy still believe? How does he operate in those moments where he doesn't really know what to do? We're going to find out tonight, because this is his toughest fight to date.
And he said he slept in his singlet last night for good energy.
I love this.
Can't be comfortable.
I love that.
Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm.
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, took it all the way to the title, and tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal. Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. Himself in another big spot here tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, John Bones Jones. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alex Pereira!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, whether you're a boxer or a mixed martial artist, you want to compete at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, and dating to 2016, a lot of the UFC's best have gotten that opportunity.
Absolutely, J.A. And when you grow up as a fighter, especially a heavyweight, it is your dream to headline MSG and fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. I got that honor, and I can almost feel the ghost of Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, all those great fights those guys had at MSG. I felt as if on that night that I retained my championship, I became part of that fraternity. The greatest heavyweight fighters to ever step foot in Madison Square Garden. It was an honor and a pleasure, and it felt amazing to join that fraternity. And that was a solid kick.
Oh, spinning back fist.
Well, he blocks a shot there.
Well, every MMA fight begins on the feet, and that is music to the ears of Alex Pereira, who has found a home for that left hook early.
I mean, that's his best shot, man. We have seen Alex Pereira land this left hook in kickboxers to finish Israel Adesanya, and also inside the octagon where he knocked out Sean Strickland. It is such a powerful strike, and Pereira is a master of it.
Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what John Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding...
He's hurt. He's wobbling. He's postured up. You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight. Beautiful transition.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Big ground and pound.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Oh, huge left. Able to check that kick as well.
He's got that single collar tie.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Probably my favorite takedown. He got him with the ankle pick there.
I mean, an ankle pick. He hit an ankle pick. You don't see it very often. But when it's done, just like Kel Sanders used to do to me all the time, beautiful ankle pick.
Late round action now, and the storyline has been John Jones really from the outset. The ground and pound has been absolutely vicious tonight.
Yeah, just getting back to himself, J.A. Getting back to, I'm the guy that's going to take you down and put your head through the canvas. He got takedowns early. He made sure that he took advantage of being in dominant position and made his opponents pay.
Under 90 seconds to go, round one. There's his jab. Pineda's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there.
Nice loop and punch. Now some separation from this clinch position. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks. Very fast leg kick lands for him.
Nice. Nicely done.
Oh, the kick landed.
Jones gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Left hook to the head. 20 seconds to go in round one. First round winding down here. All right, again, he shoots for a takedown here and unable to get it, so the takedown defense wins.
He's hurting bad here.
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Pineda's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, but he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Nice spinning attack there and able to land to the body. A swing and a miss by Pineda. Right now they separate. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Ooh, big knee. Immediately gets the underhook.
Now they separate.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Jones is in half guard.
Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet. Oh, nice inside low kick, yeah.
Pineda's got a nasty bruise, Daniel. You see it appearing there on the left side. You got to think all of that body investment by his opponent is going to pay large dividends as this fight continues.
It got checked.
Takedown defense holds up. And now some separation. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the referee finally struck to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two.
Let's work, come on.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. Well-placed kick there by Jones. Well, body language is a great indicator, and that is one confident man right there after a big knockdown in the previous one.
He did everything right to secure that knockdown. Perfect setup with the hands. Got the knockdown. Let's see if he can go find the shot that's going to finish the fight.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Jones. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai hands.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now is continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight. Beautiful job staying at range and dictating the fight, landing punches like that.
Oh, that is a furious inside leg kick. You ever taken like a 5-finger to the inside of your leg? That don't feel good. Never mind a kick like that.
Slapping your leg hurts. Imagine someone this size kicking you with his shin in the inside of your leg. You cannot take many of those kicks. That was stuck in. Nice strike.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Some nice power there with the left hook upstairs. Thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. Now he's going full mount.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
2 rounds in the books.
All right, take a deep breath, respira bem fundo. Sim, olha, não fique lá em pé, ok? Ele tá atacando muito o seu corpo, ok? You have to.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The big moment in it, of course, the shot to the liver that buckled his opponent.
He hurt it bad. He went right to the liver. Boom, landed it on the sweet spot, and was very surprised that his opponent was able to stand up to him. But he's going down the right path. He needs to continue to throw these strikes to the body.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the...
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't...
Oh, big diving punch to the head. Making all these shots count. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened him right up. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Big ground and pound. Knee on belly. Getting him out here. Oh.
Posture. Huge elbow there. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land in top position.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not... And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his shot.
Oh, he's trying to duck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with. Right to the knee on belly. Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
Well, some high-level grappling here. The takedowns, the ground control. He seemingly has mastered all of the little nuances when it comes to keeping your opponent down.
And truly understanding where you want to be. Not many guys can control a full-grown man, his opponent, as this young man does.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
He's setting up the armbar.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
Somehow, some way, he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue.
All right, referee is going to step in here and likely call on the doctor to check out that swelling around the eye. Defensively, he has had a very hard time tonight.
Well, and it's gotten worse because the moment the swelling started, his spirit tells him to keep going forward, but he's getting pieced up.
Fighter try to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat.
That's it! John Jones! As many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 17 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, John Bones Jones!
All right, so we've seen a lot of decision wins for John Jones of late. Not the case here tonight as he goes the knockout route. That's got to feel pretty good.
It's got to feel good to get a knockout when you are getting called a decision fighter. But this guy has great finishing ability. If he gets you hurt, he will get you out of there. And once again, he proves why he's one of the greatest fighters of all time.
It's a short list of men and women who have held UFC belts simultaneously in 2 divisions, and God damn it, DC, you're on that list, man. Let's see how it goes for you here tonight, though. You're the underdog.
I'm one of the blessed ones, John, to have been able to accomplish the things that I've accomplished, but it's taken a lot of hard work. Really focus on the striking, the grappling, having a great team at the American Kickboxing Academy, and as I walk to the octagon tonight, I am trying to show all the work that I have put in and hope that it's enough to get the hand raised once again inside the UFC's octagon.
It is amazing to think that you didn't get your start in mixed martial arts until you were 31 years old. And one thing I've always said about you, even if it hasn't been the greatest training camp of your life, you have a penchant for rising to the occasion. There's something about fight night and those bright lights that once you sort of flip that switch, you're able to excel when a lot of guys fall.
I'm a competitor from the octagon to mad. I just want to win.
All right, so here he is, the former 2-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger, Alexander Gustafsson. There was some retirement talk a few years ago, but he seems to have his head screwed on right now. Came back with that huge knockout of Glover Teixeira not all that long ago that many argue was the best performance of his UFC career.
Yes, and I'm glad that Alexander Gustafsson is still here.
Yeah.
Because why would you leave when you still are so valuable to everything that happens in the UFC light heavyweight division? A very, very skilled striker, underrated wrestling, has scored takedowns on some of the best wrestlers the UFC light heavyweight division's ever seen. Tall, big, great cardio, a fantastic fighter is Alexander Gustafsson.
And he's going to hang around at least long enough to realize a third crack at that elusive UFC light heavyweight title. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go with the rematch between two of the best light heavyweights in the world at present. Daniel Cormier, Alexander Gustafsson. Nice to have that weight cut behind you, Scott.
Yes, it's really good to have stepped on the scale and now get an opportunity to enjoy the UFC's octagon. You have two of the best full-on mixed martial artists in the entire sport. Who's going to take the first step? Who is going to dictate the engagements between these two fantastic fighters?
And you weighed in at 206.2.
Yeah, and weighed in at 201.
All right, so there it is. First takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice opposed to doing it under the lights. This wrestler is next level.
Take your time, relax, breathe.
There it is, now he's doing the mouth.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Cormier's back in full mount. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Good work from the top here by DC. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, bails on the submission now.
Knee on belly.
Making all these shots count.
He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot.
Back to your feet, come on, get back to your feet, get back to your feet.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Misses with the left hook. Gustafsson's cut, not getting blood in his eyes, so that's a good thing. But man, that is a nasty cut on the cheek. Certainly going to require stitches after the fact, and hopefully the cut man can stop the blood if we get to a next round. Right on the button.
Oh, body shot. He blocked that punch.
Well, Muggsy, it was a kickboxing match in the rematch against Stipe. Tonight, though, Cormier getting the fight right to the ground.
Because I got knocked out in the fight against Stipe in the rematch. Learn, go out there and wrestle, boy. Learn your lessons. Great job, young man.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes on.
Well, how about Daniel Cormier here tonight? What else can you say about the...
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture and throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now.
I need you to show something. You have to protect yourself. Let's get this fight to the...
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
Round 2 now. Alexander Gustafsson. And who's that good-looking guy? Daniel Cormier. He's got that jab working. Nicely done. Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch.
Oh, great level change there. Oh, right into mount. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Relax, calm down. Check your face. Start all over again. Check your face. Keep that top position and work your elbow.
Cormier's going for a choke. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game.
Head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy.
Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blue. Watching the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
Well, the fighter certainly wants to stay in it. It's been a great fight thus far. And it looks like, at least for now, he's going to be allowed to stay in this fight. We'll see how long he can last.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway. And it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did. And I could not be happier.
Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cormier.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. Gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight. He's got to start throwing now.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. Final seconds here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Round three next. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there.
Distance now. That cut's pretty bad, and it's only going to get worse. You have to be smart with your exchange.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Lands a big elbow there. He is going after that overhand right. All right, single collar time now. Gustafson's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Cormier's eye is starting to swell shut. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by DC. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Fighters back to their feet here. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes, as the opponent's hands go up, he drives himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
Well, Gustafson's doing a nice job there raising the guard to protect the eye with that block. You can't allow that cut to get worse as this fight continues.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Alexander Gustafsson.
This is where he wants to be.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Cormier's going for a choke here. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups.
Big shot lands for both guys.
All right, so it's a new round. Will it be the same storyline? Yes, it is, as he takes him down yet again. So you thought maybe that corner would make the proper adjustments. That does not appear to be the case.
I mean, so clean. The entry was so clean. The finish was so clean. What a fantastic job of timing that beautiful takedown attempt.
Cormier's back in half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by DC.
Nice.
Cormier's going for a choke. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. In the half guard. Massive shot from the top.
Cormier's back in half guard. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands.
Getting them out here. That was nice.
Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, Superman punch. That landed. Oh, a huge inside leg kick for him.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Straight right is there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Oh, big hook, that is spin. Ooh! Well, that eye is officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man, if I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
Cormier's torso, specifically that. All right, so the referee has called for the doctor. This could very well mean the end of the fight.
Yeah, the fight's over. There's too much damage. This fight needs to be done.
Doctor taking a close look here. Do you know your blood type, DC?
No, I absolutely don't. I wish I did. I probably should. I am 43 years old. I should know what my blood type is.
Ready to fight?
All right, looks as though the action is going to continue, at least for now. All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on his shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance. And as a fighter, that's all.
That's just over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think they're going low and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch. Oh, nice right hand. There you go. There you go.
Oh, he is a bloody mess as another strike gets through right on that cut.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Stay focused on the ground. All right, DC, half guard position.
Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. Oh, let's get submitted.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon.
All right, so the referee has called for the ringside position. Perhaps enough damage now to stop the fight.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's over. Stop the fight.
All right, that is going to do it, man.
I knew he was going to stop it. You could have let the guy fight. Give him a shot. Give him a shot, John.
I don't know, man. Live to fight another day. You could stick 3 quarters inside that thing. Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Daniel D.C.
All right, so the UFC's ultimate competitor, one of the greatest of all time, just adds to his legend here tonight. They're saving a seat for you in the Hall of Fame, champ, but another W here tonight's got to feel pretty good.
Every time he steps into the octagon, pay attention. It might be the last time you see him, but tonight Daniel Cormier gets a victory.
I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing it, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers you've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. right, so here is the perennial heavyweight contender, former K1 World Grand Prix champion Alistair Overeem in DC. It's sort of hard to tell an effective history of heavyweights in MMA without coming across the name The Reed.
Yes, because he's been a champion in every organization he's ever fought. As you said, K1, Dream champion, Strikeforce champion, has not held the UFC title, but has competed for it before in his career and will be looking to earn another chance at the championship. High-level striker, but the one thing that is overlooked when you think of Alistair Overeem is that great guillotine choke that he has, that he's finished a number of opponents with.
Alistair Overeem steps inside the octagon. He's ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alistair Overeem.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight.
Good.
All right, the MMA legend, the UFC Hall of Famer Forrest Griffin, ready to go here for round one. The question beckons, how soon will he shoot and try to get this into a grappling realm? You know he'll have the advantage there if he chooses to attack the legs and take the opposition down. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
All right, so another nice strike by him there, and continues to attack that cut. Pretty sage decision by him to target that area.
We always talk about his fight IQ, John. We talk about his ability to recognize his advantages. That's exactly what he's doing. The moment he saw that cut, I knew that would become his focus. Big knee. Oh, nice right hand counter.
Oh, ain't Dutch, ain't much. Beautiful land there by Alistair Overeem. Continues to cross-train at different places. Finished up this training camp at Team Elevation there under Elliot Marshall in Colorado. All right, pausing the action here, and if the referee calls for the doctor, this could very well be the end of the fight, given all that swelling around the eye.
It could be, and rightfully so. His eye is swollen shut. He cannot see his opponent. He's flailing at him. Can't find his target anymore.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination. The determination is, get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Overeem's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, beautiful jab there by Griffin. Well, defense. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Oh, big left. Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Leg kick checked by Overeem. All right, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. The doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue. For the athlete, may want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited. This fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Nice punch there by the ream. Well, when you absorb damage like this, you start to worry about a guy missing the rest of the year. At what point, if you're the referee? Right into side control. Griffin's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. Under 90 seconds to go in the round. Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Griffin. Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Strike lands cleanly there.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponents on wobbly legs.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight.
Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Overeem's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. 20 seconds to go in round one. Collar tie here in the clinch. Griffin's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
Nice leg kick.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Beautiful. Oh, switch kick. How good was that?
He switches the hips really fast and gets that leg up real quick to the target.
What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Oh, nice job to get the guard up there as the strike is blocked by Griffin.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay. Use your footwork.
He's got Got the single collar tie.
Overeem's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, separation from the clinch.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs.
He's hurt already. Back. This is crazy round of fighting.
All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Well, this is a good sign. The doctor talking to the referee, and the fight will continue, at least for now.
Yeah, this is a good decision. I mean, swelling can be superficial. He seems like he wants to compete. Let's go.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway. And it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happy.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Oh! That blood becoming a real factor. Overeem's knee strike is blocked. 90 seconds to go. Very nice leg kick there by the Reem.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. Oh, boy, look at that gash.
Oh, nice jab up top by Overeem. Just out of range with that right hand. Under a minute to go. Checks the leg kick. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Push kick there to the body. All right, so that calf really starting to show signs of bruising.
He's got to address it now. He's got to throw it down.
And back to his feet. Final seconds of the round. Takedown. All right, round three coming up next. All right, so both fighters severely damaged. That's probably not overstating it. I'm not even sure how we made it to the end of the round, but here we are, and the fight continues.
I thought it was done. I mean, both of these guys are so swollen and so beat up that if either corner said, hey, enough is enough, I wouldn't complain one bit.
All right, we're going to look at some replays as they attend to the two damaged athletes in between rounds.
I mean, they're just getting after each other from the very start. It seemed like as soon as one got hit, they made the determination that I'm going to out-tough you. And by trying to out-tough each other, they're having a fun fight for the fans. I just don't know if it's great for the longevity of the career.
Yeah, you put that well. This is truly one of those bite down on the gum shield type fights. Remarkably, we have arrived at the next round. Let's see how it goes.
Nice left hand.
Wolverine's punch to the body looked pretty good, but ultimately it gets blocked by the defense. Nice job there. Unable to connect with the right hook. That is it!
Oh, my goodness!
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, let's get it inside of Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 18 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout for us.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out cold.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did it.
The former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit. And that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson Silva, always ready to engage. We'll see how he handles this challenge tonight. Well, a lot of people felt like he was going to go be a professional kickboxer. There's more money in the UFC, though. That's why he's here. We'll see if he can kick somebody's head off here tonight.
I mean, he's going to look for it. You know, we have seen great kickboxers come into the sport. We have not seen many that come with the background, with the tradition and the history that this man has in kickboxing. He is so sure that if it's a stand-up fight in the UFC, he beats anyone. And I'm talking anyone, the best in the world. He thinks he beats them, but he's gonna have to show that he can stay upright. Because this ain't kickboxing, this is mixed martial arts. You gotta make sure you defend those legs, or you end up spinning 15 minutes laying on your back.
That's right. We did have some fun in our fighter meeting. He said, would you guys prefer a knockout with a kick or a punch? And he said, hey, man, I mean, we want to see you throw those feet. So we'll see if he can get the knockout here tonight in what is a very interesting stylistic match. Tail of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Gokhan the Rebel Saki!
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. So here he is, the Muay Thai stylist, ex-gym product, Anderson Silva. We'll see how he approaches the early going here tonight. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC appearances have ended in round 1 or round 2. We'll see how Silva approaches this challenge here early. Silva's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Set up that uppercut.
Oh, the straight hand lands flush to the body by Silva. That's a big hook.
Big shot to the head.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Here's the kick, blocked by Gokhan.
Oh, nice.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, holy smokes.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Gokhan the Rebel Saki!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.